Hi everyone, I'm JD from Willow Journals. Welcome back to my channel. I am a journaler, a journal maker, and teacher of journaling courses. Today I'll be working in my daily journal, which is a Hobonichi Techo Cousin Avec. I've got these two beautiful white pages in front of me, and I will be decorating them with items that I got from a beautiful Happy Mail package from Jen. So big thank you to Jen. I was most excited about these tea bags that she sent. They were really fun. It really inspired me and motivated me. Right on that day, I went ahead and tea and coffee dyed some paper, which is really great because I haven't coffee dyed or tea dyed paper for a very long time. Not this whole year. It hurts my back leaning over. I do it outside, and where I am, there's quite a long flight of stairs to get from inside to outside. So it takes me about 3 trips to get everything outside, and then packing up 3 more trips back inside, carrying all the things. I use a big board to lay my papers on to dry. But yeah, other things have been preventing me, things like it's super windy in this town. They call it Blowen Bowen because of its reputation for being windy. And if it's overcast and things like that, just a few different issues. So today, or this day that I opened up the package, I tried coffee dyeing at my desk inside for the first time. And it was very messy. Coffee water kind of went everywhere. But my back didn't hurt. So that was great, and not much setup or pack up required. It was just the cleaning up that took a while, because when you're outside, there's nothing to clean up. You can just let the coffee water spray everywhere and spill everywhere and pool wherever it pools. So that was a limiting factor. I couldn't dye as many papers as I normally would. Usually I would do, 200 plus when I'm outdoors, but inside I couldn't get anywhere near that because the coffee water started pooling and dripping onto the floor, which wasn't good. So yes, but no, I'm very excited to have a little stash of coffee paper, because I have got so many covers, like over 30 covers probably, that I've had for so long now, waiting to be filled, because I know how I want to fill them up, and I'm needing the coffee dyed paper for it. So I'm excited to maybe get a few done, 3 done, or 3 or 4 done with the coffee paper. We'll see how we go. It goes so quickly, doesn't it? You think, I've got this large stack of over 200 papers, and then they just go so quickly. Anyway, so I kind of am hoarding it already, because I know that it's not going to last very long, and so I'm not even wanting to use it yet. Oh dear, the trials of being a crafter with our hoarding problems. But anyway, I stapled a couple of packets of the tea onto the page, and then used one of the tags from the tea bag to represent the 3rd packet. Cats and ballerinas, 2 things I love. So I wanted to include one of these ballerinas, so just choosing which one. I love the beautiful positions. The one with the terminology is like a développé, retiré développé position, going into an extension. That's so beautiful, and the arms and the hands and the pointed feet, oh my gosh, and the tutus, and so pretty. So I wanted to include one of those, and it was fitting because actually this package arrived on the Tuesday, but on Wednesday is when I teach ballet, and so that was fitting that I was able to add the ballerina to Wednesday's page to represent that. And this mesh, glittery, sparkly mesh tulle type of fabric reminded me of a ballerina's tutu, so I just stapled that to this page too. And I like how you can lift it up, it's interactive, and you can see through it. I just wanted to colour this little ballerina in. It was getting a bit drowned out with the white on the white paper. So I just got one of my Tombow dual brush pens in this pastel pink colour. Reminds me of the colour of point shoes. So just coloured it in, and yeah, it's quite effective. I like how it turned out. And that way, yeah, it just becomes a lot more visible on the page. And yeah, so I put the ballerina on the Wednesday's page and the black cat on the Tuesday's page, and always making sure that I am keeping enough space for writing. And basically what I do is, for my daily journal, just write what I did each day. So pretty boring to anyone else. If they've read my daily journal, they'd probably be bored to tears. And even me, I'm like, what's the point of even doing this? But when I look back at it, that's future me will thank me for it, because future me will probably forget what life was like for me during certain times of my life. But if I have this little record, it's like, oh yeah, I remember when I liked that food, and I remember when I spent all my time playing computer games, and I remember when I binge watched that show, and I remember, oh, that book I read. And even though these things are kind of mundane and boring, these are the things that make up my life. These are the things that make up my everyday daily life. And so these are the things I would want to remember. Like in the moment now, it's like, oh, who cares about all this boring stuff? But in years to come, this is the stuff that will be like, that's what made up my life. And I don't know, it's like a time capsule in a way, our journals. So I have taken to enjoying daily journaling, even though nothing necessarily is written in depth or anything like that. Sometimes I do if something comes up, but I tend to use a different journal for any deep thoughts. But yeah, this was just more like a fun visual journal, a place to hold my everyday ephemera that I collect from my daily life, and a place to capture what my life is like, my just everyday life, the mundane, the repetitive daily life. So yeah, I know it's fun. I like having it as a therapeutic activity, I guess, as well. A way to create, but it's super low pressure. There's no pressure to create like a beautiful page spread. There's no pressure to have it be perfect or anything like that. It's just put things down on the page, let those pieces remind you of what you liked or what you did, let those pieces tell the story, and then just a couple words here, like I just do bullet points, like dot points, using the stars, so I call them star points. And yeah, sometimes I will write paragraphs and sentences, but most of the time it's just very, very quick, short bullet star points. So just going to glue in this tag, and I do my journaling off camera, especially since I did this on the Tuesday, so I couldn't fill in Wednesday anyway. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this journaling session. I used some of the other pieces from Jen's Happy Mail to decorate my friendship journal. So for my dear patrons, I'm sharing my process filling up that friendship journal, which has been really, really fun. And I love those mason jars. Those were my favourite item in this Happy Mail, actually, those blue mason jars. So I used one for the friendship journal and one I tucked away for another special project. And then a big thank you especially to Jen for the ballet books that she sent. I spent last night going through those books with a pair of scissors and cut out all the images that I thought I could use in my journaling, and already inspired to do an art journal page. And always good to have ballet images on hand for journaling. So big thank you for that. And be sure to journal your life, because your stories matter. A big special thank you to my beautiful patrons who supported me in June. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this for another month. If you would like to become a patron and support Willow Bound Journals, you can do so below. The link is down in the description box, and that's where you can get access to more videos, printables, and patron exclusive content. If you'd like to take any of my journaling courses, information is down in the description box as well. Feel free to email me to register. To keep up to date with all things happening in Willow Bound Journals, check out the Facebook group page. There is also a community page if you'd like to get to know each other and share your journals.